JSB Talks Digital.
Hello and welcome to JSB Talks Digital, the podcast for marketers, digital change champions, and those of you bringing your skills into the digital age. I'm Joanne Sweeney-Burke, and this podcast is brought to you by Digital Training Institute. In this show, I look at how social media should be adapted in what I call the personalisation age. In social media news, I take a look at Messenger Day and why this new feature from Facebook is a direct response to the demand for personalised content across social. I interview Sean Nolan from Platform for You, and we discuss personalised mobile content to build a tribe. In shoutouts, Taoiseach Enda Kenny's St Patrick's Day address that went viral. In JSB's column, what's expected of social media managers in the personalisation age? And find out what digital tool saved my working week.
Social media news.
I've brought back social media news as I return to my old podcast format. I know some of you missed it. So Messenger Day has arrived and it will change the way we use Facebook forever. If you haven't already been using Snapchat or Instagram stories, then Messenger Day will feel very new to you. The speed and agility of Facebook to iterate is remarkable, and they are not shy about replicating the best of other social networks' features to remain top dog in the world of social media. Personalisation is a growing phenomenon on social media, and I have been talking about the personalisation age in my talks and indeed on this podcast for some time now. What Messenger Day offers users is the opportunity to post private stories to one person, a group of people, or to everyone you are connected with on Messenger. So how does it work? You can share photos and videos with people on Messenger by adding them to your day, which appears at the top of your Messenger inbox. You can share your posts with everyone or just the people you choose. You can see who's viewed your day, like Snapchat and Instagram stories. What you share disappears from your day after 24 hours. Notably, your day only will appear in Messenger and won't be posted to Facebook. If you don't see the option to add to your day, try updating your app to the latest version. Keep in mind this feature isn't available everywhere yet. I have Messenger Day and I'm having lots of fun with it so far.
Interview.
I am delighted to be joined on today's show by Sean Nolan, founder of Platform for You. The company develops mobile apps which deliver personalised content to your online community. Sean, you're very welcome to JSB Talks Digital. Thanks for joining me on the show.
JSB, it's a pleasure. I'm delighted to be here.
So listen, tell us a little bit about Platform for You and what gap you spotted in the market.
Okay. Traditionally, for a business or a brand to create their own branded app, it can be a very expensive engagement, and typically it's out of reach of the SME market. So our business decided to fill that particular gap in the market, and what we've done is we've created a solution that enables small businesses to continue the conversation digitally with their clients and provide them with the tools to help them to market themselves, primarily through engaging with their own branded app, but not exclusively this. And in short, what we do is we provide them a unified communication structure that allows them to communicate indirectly, through email, through app, through text or social push, and to continue that conversation with their clients and their customers to reinforce their brand and not necessarily look at the short term, but look at a longer term policy, a longer term strategy of connecting individually with their customers and their clients.
So I'm also working on my JSB Talks Digital app with you. And we've had this conversation many times about how my community of 35,000 people is segregated across multiple platforms online and how I want to bring them to a place where they can not only consume all of my content, but where we can deepen the relationship. Do you think that the mobile app approach and the product that you're offering will help marketers, content creators and brands actually overcome content shock on the web?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, John, if you consider, this conversation we've had multiple times, and in short, if you think about it, there's a huge amount of noise out there, and people have a hierarchy of engagement, and we engage through multiple different sources on social media, and that can be quite disjointed, and we add to the noise with that. So you're having your own branded app enables you as a business to continue to reinforce your brand and have your own environment, create your own community, and build your own tribe. So this ability for you to drive your audience, drive your community to a single location where they engage with you, both in terms of from your own business, with you've got video content on YouTube, you've got podcasts, you've got various different blogs that you write. So this can all be located in the one solution to enable you not just to have a single platform to enable your community to engage with you, but you're not pushing it on them. They have the choice to come and choose their engagement structure with you through your branded app, which allows you to build that relationship with them, but also for you to understand your own customers' habits. We're talking about personalisation here. If you've got multiple different engagement levels with your customers, how are you going to build a profile for how best to serve your customers' needs? You do that by capturing that data and having that data yourself. And this is a key element of our strategy in our business, which is helping you as a business to understand what your customer habits are and deliver that information to your fingertips.
So talk to us a little bit about how the platform works. Why would somebody download and then tap into JSB Talks Digital regularly? Because that's obviously what I want to achieve. So while you're building the infrastructure and giving me the platform, am I right in thinking that the app's success is actually down to me and the content that I put out?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look, we just provide you with a platform. We provide you with the tools to enable you to select various means of engagement with your customers, or more importantly, enable your customers to engage with you. It's your job as a marketeer, as a digital specialist, to create that content, and be it through whatever means that your customers want to engage with you. It is that which they've bought into your brand for. How do you know you've got a community of 35,000 people? It's because through the various different platforms you have numbers of engagement. You want to drive those into your brand, into your app, into your platform to enable you then to deliver that content, and they will tell you what they want. Look, we could be delivering content out there and we don't know, in the longer term, how much engagement you're getting back. You can look at the number of downloads, you can look at the number of views, but you want to build up a relationship profile with your customers, and then therefore you can then tailor and deliver your content to their needs rather than having to guess a little bit about what they might want.
So the next question is for my listeners who are listening right now, and I know they'll want me to ask this question.
Oh dear.
Will an app, platform for you app, replace a website? Or, if you have a fully mobile responsive website, is that enough? Or why would you need an app?
I think that we have a hierarchy of engagement, Joanne. I think that for some businesses, an app is not appropriate for them. We're not looking to replace any single point of engagement that you have, but rather have an endpoint for you as a business to say, look, this is my brand, this is my environment, this is my platform, and drive your customers and drive your clients towards that. If your content, as we touched on earlier on, if your content is creative, if your content is the reason why you have a community, and as you continue to build that, you have a single location, a single point for your customers to engage with you. We're not saying to stop anything on other social platforms, but Facebook's platform is Facebook's platform. Your app is your app and your brand. So to say that it's blanketly is an app appropriate for every business, no. I think each business needs to individually look at what they have and decide, okay, for me, what's the best fit given my market, given where I'm trying to go to, and what the long-term goal is. This isn't something short-term, Joanne. We have discussed this. This is a long-term strategy. It's not a quick fix. Like most things in life, nothing comes easy. We have to work hard at it. So I would caution companies to very much look at the reasons behind it, and not just, oh, this is a fad, I should do this, or a decision to tick a box. This is a strategy that needs effort and time behind it, that we as marketeers and we as digital strategists, need to understand what the long-term goal is, and then invest that effort behind it. If you don't do it, you're just going to waste your money.
So finally, Sean, what would you say to brands and marketers struggling to make a real impact on social? What can they do to personalise the experience for greater community engagement?
Oh, having used just that's a $64 question. So look, in terms of all I can say is, personalising content is a difficult thing to do. And you can't really scale personalization. What you can do is put you as an individual out there, and offer your clients and offer your businesses the ability to choose what content they want from you. That's the only message I can give, is to continue doing the things that made you successful to this point, and your customers will tell you very quickly where you're going to gain results from that.
Sean, a pleasure as always. And to make sure that we are true to the whole personalisation theme, if you want to learn more about Platform for You, you can contact Sean directly on his email. It's the first email address that I've ever given out on this show. It's Sean, SEAN, @platformforyou.com. Thanks a million, Sean.
Joanne, my pleasure. Delighted to talk.
Shoutouts.
In this part of the show, I give shout-outs to brands, organisations and individuals whose work is remarkable online and worth talking about. In today's show, I'm sharing 3 reasons why Taoiseach Enda Kenny's St Patrick's Day speech went viral. 30 million views and counting. The video has been shared more than 400,000 times so far, including by the Taoiseach himself, who shared it on his Facebook page 3 hours after it was originally posted. It's an annual tradition that the Irish Prime Minister visits the White House to hand over a bowl of shamrock, and on behalf of the Irish people. This symbolic photo op is, well, more than just a photo opportunity. And Mr. Kenny made sure that his speech was more than the same old, same old. In fact, I've listened to his speech now 7 times. And what jumps out for me is how he was able to personalise it in such a way that it evoked emotion and positive sentiment worldwide. So here's the 3 tenets of personalisation that made Enda Kenny's 2017 St Patrick's Day address to President Donald Trump go viral.
1.
We all know St Patrick banished snakes from Ireland, but did you know he was an immigrant? Immigration is such a massive political issue right now across the world, and the recent election of Donald Trump and his programme for government has put a laser-sharp focus on the matter again. A divisive issue for every single country, Mr. Kenny told the story of St Patrick knowing that the world's eyes would be watching. In his speech, Mr. Kenny said St Patrick was an immigrant and was in many ways the patron saint of immigrants, along with being the patron saint of Ireland. In fact, the traditional media's commentary fueled the viral nature of the speech, as they also shared it on their social networks. The New York Times headline read, "Irish Premier uses St Patrick's Day ritual to lecture Trump on immigration."
2.
Mr. Kenny personalised immigration. He said in his speech, "Ireland came to America because, deprived of liberty, opportunity, safety and even food itself, we believed." Taoiseach Enda Kenny then went on to personalise the issue of immigration and spoke about Ireland's history. Our people leaving Irish shores bound for new opportunities in new countries. This sought to reinforce the fact that immigration is an issue for everyone, but he used the Irish as an example.
3.
Mr. Kenny's words around how immigrants can give back personalises this issue for every country. He says, "We lived the words of JFK long before he uttered them. We asked not what America could do for us, but what we could do for America, and we still do. We want to give and not to take," Mr. Kenny told a room full of invited guests. You can watch Mr. Kenny's speech on the blog post associated with this podcast. Do you have a case study that you want to share with me? Be sure to tweet me to @tweetsbyJSB or tag me on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Digital Training Institute.
JSB's column.
In today's column, I wanted to give you my perspective on what the personalisation means for social media and digital marketing managers. Personalisation is everything in the social sphere. Bulk emails and auto tweets cannot hit human emotions and are a waste of your time and efforts. So why is personalisation so important? Well, consider these stats. Almost 30% of internet users block ads, and this number is expected to grow to 43% per year. Prosumers are increasingly moving away from anything that doesn't serve their needs. Advertisements of your products and services doesn't hit the mark anymore. Consumers need two-way interaction. They want to be heard as well as hear how you can solve their pain points, and they want to be involved. We are all very well aware of how Facebook works. Their algorithm tracks who we are engaging with, the content that we stop to read, and the videos that we tap on. All of our interactions are monitored so that Facebook can serve us more of what we like and less of what we don't. So here's my top tips for social media and digital marketing managers on how to really deliver a personalised experience for your fans, followers, and your subscribers. Review your analytics. The data in your Google Analytics account is extremely valuable and should not be ignored. It tracks every user's journey through your website and even where they've come from before visiting your site. We have a remarkable opportunity to therefore give our customers more of what they want and less of what they don't. The same can be said for the analytics on our social media accounts. What content gets the greatest engagement and what format of content do our fans love most? Get down and dirty with your data and use it to influence your next social media steps. Secondly, ask your fans to choose your next campaign. Are you planning a new campaign? Are you wondering whether it will hit the mark or not? Why not ask your fans for their feedback? Give them a choice of 3 campaigns and get them to tell you which one excites them most. Twitter and Facebook also offer a poll feature which can be useful to generate feedback. Be human. Show the human side of your business. After all, behind every social media account is a person or people. Too often, brands and organisations talk in monotone, corporate voice and forget about personality. Be sure to sign off personalised messages with your first name. Bring us behind the scenes of your brand, organisation or company. BTS is big on social. Literally use social media to open the door and welcome your fans in. Who doesn't want to see what makes you tick? Add value to your fans' experience by giving them greater insights. Social and live video are a perfect fit in this situation. Finally, stories on Snapchat, Instagram, and now on Facebook provide a highly personalised experience. The ephemeral nature of the content removes inhibitions and allows us to be more personal in our approach. Start experimenting with stories if you haven't already, and your fans will love you for it, I promise you. Can you create a daily or a weekly feature on stories that becomes a consistent part of your content plan and that your fans look forward to? Remember, consistency of content is a tactic that will take your social media efforts and your engagement rates to the next level. Personalisation of social media content has therefore become a ubiquitous expectation, and brands can no longer ignore this trend if they want to stay in competition. So, will you personalise your social media strategy?
Social media tool of the week.
The social media tool that saved my working week is Survey Funnel. Every good marketer personalises the story, the campaign, and the message, but it can be labour intensive to do this manually. I'm currently building out my sales funnels for my online business, and one super tool that has helped me segment my leads is Survey Funnel. So I'm creating a master ebook called How to Manage a PR Crisis on Social Media. But I have 3 different versions aimed at 3 different marketing managers: policing, politics, and public policy. By using Survey Funnel, I can ask my website visitors which sector he or she works in, and voila, they will get the relevant ebook. Their data is then sent automatically to ActiveCampaign, my CRM system. You can use this tool also to test your product, find your customers' biggest challenges, and also find out why they didn't buy from you. If you want to personalise content to segment leads, then I suggest having a look at SurveyFunnel and taking their free trial. Log on to surveyfunnel.io. Thanks as always for tuning in to JSB Talks Digital. I have everything discussed on today's show on my blog over at digitaltraining.ie. To ensure you never miss an episode of JSB Talks Digital, subscribe on your smartphone on iTunes or Stitcher. You can also subscribe on SoundCloud. I'd love your feedback on the show, so be sure to tweet me your thoughts to @tweetsbyJSB or send me a snap to JSB Snaps. I'm Joanne Sweeney-Burke. This has been JSB Talks Digital. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.
JSB Talks Digital.